Hey, Pa, look at what's here. They got one of them special cartoons on right now. Yeah, I hear it looks like a regular television camera. It looks like it's sort of a wow, but I'm not quite sure if this is cartoon or not. Is this real? Oh, look at that, right in the middle. Little oil spill right on the ground. Birdies all over the place. Oh my God, is that a birdie up there? I see him. He's right there. He's missing his legs. You see his legs? He's sitting right on top of the beak of a rabbit. See next to him is a little frog. See the smaller part of the furry animal? When you make him bigger, he comes with an eye. And it's all birds. They all connect together. Loop to loop to loop to loop. Birdies fly. Oh my God, it's my agenda. What I'm going to do for the next month. My month starts with 36 days. That's right. 6 times 6 equals 36. I lose the other ones to the Lord, so I compile them into Shabbat. Right on. Okay, so 36 days, 5 weeks in a day, skipping into the next week, right? Is it 5 days in 2 days? Is it 6 days in one day? Where are we in the cycle? How does it work? We have 7 days a week. If the Jews go on Shabbat, right, and the Catholics they go on Sunday, then they each get a day. So then that's not, is that reality? So then we get 6 and 1 for one group, and then we get 6 and 1 for the other group. So while one is on 6 and 1, right, the one of their sixes falls on the other day's one. Because now that the Jews settled for the Saturday and the Friday Shabbat for the chicken dinner, right? The Catholics come up on Sunday, they begin the week, and I guess that's the day that the chicken doesn't lay that egg, but that's the 8th day. But it can't be the 8th day because Sunday's the first day. So the Jews came last. God rested on the last day. So that means the Jew had to come last, right? Because the 7th day is Saturday. So the Catholics came first, and the Jew came last, unless they started by the tail. Well, usually when you're knitting, where are you going to knit first? What came first? Anyways, regardless to that, let's turn this house upside down, right? Whoa, you see, that's my floor, right? That's more like it. Wouldn't that be the floor? That's a nice floor, eh? Oh, carpeting, man, my friends. Whoa. Hey, come talk to your personal bird, personal frog, the umbrella, and boom. And then, and guess what? It's me again. Can you really recreate this letter over here? It's the letter A. Inside of it, okay, is the letter H. Here and here. And I drew this through it so it can be here. I need the butterflies to connect to here. If I put them back to back, it creates a diamond and it turns perfectly in between. So creating the inside and outside of the butterfly. I showed it open over here as this can be the grinder. Turning, whatever it is, whatever sphere we're inside. When you bubble each tunnel, the dividing tunnels between 1, D and D creates B. 88, or how about 808? See the way the M comes up? What is that M? Well, it's actually the letter R. It's not the M at all. Do you see the letter R over here? Do you see the letter R over here? Do you see the letter? See, they're all the letter R's becoming the B's, and at the same time, they're your 88s. See the 8 and 1 and 8 and 1? The 18th letter is the letter R. The 18th letter, 1 and 8, the letter H, the letter A. 1 and 8 equals 9, hair. It's a hairpin turn. It's a hairpin turn. You see this V over here. You fill up this V, the valley between these 2 points. Remember, 2 sides, this side and that side. You're going east and west, or you're going north and south. Are you going through the hoop? Just want to jump over here. 5, 1, and 3, the V on the top. 5, 7, and 9, the V on the bottom. 9, 5, and 1, 5, and 7, the V to the left. 3, 5, and 9, the V to the right. This is formation. Once I take these 4 V's, I now put a square around it. That square goes around the 5, and the numbers 3, 4, 7, and 6. 10, 10. It's formation. What it does, not coming here to tell you a whole story right now. So I want to make sure that the main point I'm really trying to get across is how to make formation, to where that the formation makes your numbers, where you get from your letters and words, where you get from relationships of letters and positions, where the R is the 18th letter making up in the A house. So you say also in R, you already get the H, because A and H is all in the letter R. It's compact. H is 4 and 4. R is 6, 6, and 6, because that's all you can get per square. 3 and 3, 6. 1, 4, 7, 6. 2, 5, 8, 6. From 1 to 3 is 2. From 4, oh, I'm sorry. Meet the one who taught me. Do you want to meet my friend who taught me? 1 plus 6, 7. 2 plus 6, 8. 3 plus 6, 9. 6, 6, 6. 1 plus 3. 2 plus 3. 3 plus 3. 9 minus 3, 8 minus 3, 7 minus 3. If I was to go 9 plus 3 equals 12. 1 and 2 equals 3. 9 plus 3, 1 and 2 equals 3. 9 plus 6, 1 and 5 equals 6. 9 plus 9, 1 and 8, or 1, 5, 8, because it must go here to pass. 1, 5, 8, or 1, 4, 8. No, it's this number here. It becomes this corner here. The 9 connects to this corner over here, or the 9 connects to this corner over here. What happens is this gives birth to more numbers, duplicate of each other, that it can be boxed inside, and then we'll have squadrons of 4 of these and 4 of these and 4 of these and 4 of these, and it's a cube. A cube goes here, a cube goes here, a cube goes here, a cube goes here. This is flat. We need Rubik's Cube style, and we need many of them per corner, like the size of the chessboard, like 64 of them for every single corner, in which actually makes 4 on the top, 4 on the bottom, only creates 1 of the face of 9. But it's how many that are inside that actually might make them. But I do the grandfather clause. I'm the father to a grandfather to my son. To my son's son, to my father's father. I am 5. 1, 3, 7, and 9. Within I am 5. I am 5. I play 5, 4, 8, 6, 8, 2, 4. See the angle I took? This is on this angle, right? It's on an angle. 7, 9, 1, 3 comes out to the square. It makes the X in between because the 5 sucks it in as a star. And it sucks it in and it plays it out through 2, 4, and 8. But it doesn't play it out on the cross. But on diameter, this is the greatest diameter. It is the center. It is the bones of the area. But now electronically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect, instead of going 5 and 8, I'm going to connect 8 to 6 to 2 to 4. And as I go between 4 and 8, I'm also connected 7, 8, 5, and 4, 7, 5, 3, 5, 6, 7 over here. Between here and here is number 6. So as it comes to 4 and 8, it jumps on to number 6 right there. As it jumps on to number 6 over here, between here and here is 4. It jumps 6, 4, it jumps over here 4. 4 connects 2 and 6. 2 and 4, the cat, connecting 2 and 6, the dog and the queen. 4, area space, connecting 6 and 8. 6 and 8 equals 48. Space, reflected space. 4 by 8, 32. 4 plus 8, 12, equaling to 44. The difference between day and night, space. 2 over here, above, and 2 over here below. But it's below and it's over. And it's below and it's over. The way the pieces move in chess. What things can happen if these two look like this, then in the reflected world there's more than one world. These two can play together. This can play on top of this and say the percentage of 6 and 9 is 3 times 2 and 3 times 3, number 23. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 is 56. 5 and 6, 11. When you come to the end of the month, right, I like to come to the end of 90 days. On the 90th day, on the 360th day, on the 364th day, because we are linking days. We link days. If you end the month on this month on the 31st of July, for me, right, I take up the days all the way until the first of the week. So if the week ends on Wednesday, the 31st of July, so Thursday, okay, will be the 32nd, Friday will be the 33rd, Saturday will be the 34th day of the month, and Sunday will be the next month. The day will end on the 34th day. I must always end my months on a Saturday. So if you end the month on a Sunday, okay, that in a 31-day month, you will get 37 days in that month. And you will get like 34 days in a February month. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. Don't end the days of the month in 31 unless you are finishing the month on a Saturday, right? But then you're not linking. Linking is finishing on the next day. The first day is the linkage day. Just like in piano, you get the 7, 8 is H, but you haven't repeated A again, you repeated H. Trying to look for something. Yes, there was another little something that I put together, and it was, I like to call it the twos. Let me see. Just give me a second. Here they are. These two, these two, these two, and these two. These two, different heights. Both of these get the centers. This one gets the left of the center. This one gets the right. There are 2 in the center. There's one bottom right. There's one top left. There's one top right that is not included. 3 and 6 equals to my 9. 9 equals to my 8. 1 and 2 equals to my 3. 4 and 7 equals to 11 equals to its own 2. So you see how the numbers work. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go down. How do we work? See the Z or the 2? See the 2 over here this way? Right? And then this one over here, the Lamed. Lamed, okay, and then let's say Yud. So 3 and 6 is to 4 and 7, 9, 11. 7 by 4, 28 the cycle. 3 by 6, 3 sixes is 18 and 28 equals to 46. 4 by 7, 28 and 18. 46 and 9, 55. 65, 66, 72, 144. Perfect. Perfect mirror for each other. One is twice the other. The swastika, 365 in the center, 0.47. Number of days in a year, 365.47. And in its puzzle piece, the reflection is 125 or 1.2589, the high sky. The reverse of that is now 14. 7, 8, 9, 6, 5, 5, 7, 8 is 15, 6, 9 and 6 is 15, 6, 5, 5, 6, 6. 5 here, 6 here, 5 here, 6 here. 7 and 8 is 15, 1 and 4 is 14. The beginning of pi, 1, 4, 1, 5. Equals to 2, 9, 6, 5, 3. So we go down here, we work on this scale. Does anybody know this scale? 145.69. This can also change this. If this was low shu, this would not be 1 and 4. This would be 4, 3. This would be 4, 3 over here. And these two over here would be 7, 6. This is regular numbers. But if this was low shu, this would be 2 Venus. Connecting with 7, 2 and 7 connect together. This would be creating number 23. 36 will change to creating number 23. This will be number 27. 23 is 50. Why? Because I multiplied and I added it. And I'm using it from low shu, Venus and Uranus over here. Venus, Uranus, from we went 365 time 47. Time, the swastika of time, switched into low shu, shows me 2, 7, 3, 8. The church, the red church, because of these numbers. And its opposition would say Mars. Who is the father of the red church? Mars, Pluto, passing through, connecting in Jupiter and Mercury inside of Saturn. Saturn is now the house of Pluto. Saturn, the biggest planet, now owns 9. Part of your 3, 6, and 9 in low shu, it's Venus, it's Uranus, and it's Saturn. SUV. It's going to be a long haul. This is low shu. When we talk in gematria, if we talk in Chaldean, we're talking around number 5. The pin that goes around number 5, we don't need to count it. It doesn't count. It's automatic. It runs everything. But is it number 9? No, there is no number 9. It stops on 8. So there is no number 9. Where does number 1, 3, 5 plays its role? Everybody knows that 2 and 4 can also survive as 3 and 5. 2 and 4 can be replicas of 3 and 5. We don't need to case them again. I don't need to use a replica of H and I because I is part of H. They go together, so I don't need to use the number. It's automatic inside of the house of Chaldean. Mars, anybody? Mars, anybody? This is all you have to know. I'm quite sure that in this word over here, these 2 words, you'll understand everything. The chicken and the pig. All about the chicken and the pig. Something about the chicken and the pig. We did this. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. 4, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4. 7, 8, 9, 9, 8, 7. And then the reflection. Inside of over here, we have 5, 6, 8, 9. So we have 5, 6, 11, 8 and 9, 17, 28, 28, 28, 28, 28, 112, 4 cycles of the moon. I can split this inside over here, 36, 36 and 28. 7 times 4 is 28, and 8 is 36 between the 7th and the 8th gate, between connecting to the next side of the next cycle. It's inside of ABC. $112 over here. Then outside of here is 7 and 7, 7 and 7. They come together. If you take a look, if I put my 7s upside down, these will be E and E. E and E showing that there's a center because the 2 sides have divided. If we connect them, 5, 9, 9, 5. If I connect it to the other way, 5, 9, 9, 5. When I replicate this over here again, it'll also say 5, 7, 7, 5. 5, 9, 9, 5, and on the other side, 5, 7, 7, 5. Remember number 14, 4 area space. Remember 14 equals also to 1/4. It also equals to 25. The next level of 1 and 4 is 2, and the next level is 5. 25, the letter B equals 1/4, different language. High sky, inside the creation of the bricks. Inside the creation of the bricks is face to face, number 52, the letter B in the E house. 9 and 8 and 52, the word 6 comes together, equaling to 52. 2 times 5, 2 plus 5. 10 and 7, JG, Jack God. Jack King, right? Jack God, no king, therefore no queen. Therefore, blackjack is ace 11. High card, jack is 10. 10 is only showing you the 2 houses, and the houses of jack are 3 and 7, 4 and 6. Right? The east-west house of jack, like the heart, the jack, the picture cards around their waist. The only one that runs the waist is 2, 4, 6, and 8. But the reality is the 2 is showing you the upper and the lower house. It's its own reflection. The 4 is inside the 6 and the 8. The 6 is inside the 8 because all it is above and below it is 6, and in the heart of 6 is 1. It's all about Jack, Jack and the ace, first and last. What's after 9? Jack. What's after 9? Jack. What's the linkage? 10. What are the particles used? Queen, king, overlap. We put a crown on Jack, made him a woman, made him a man. Some of them we left as women. Otherwise, we were just humans. Hey, look, a human. One of them's got a schlingy hanging down. Whoop, bumped into her. Look, 2 more schlingies. Okay, 14 times 2. E and I, 5 and 9. 6 and 8. 4 and 10. 6 and 5, 11, 3 on the other side. 4 and 4, 3 and 3 on the other side. The game is rigged. It's telling the truth. If I have 7 on one side, then I have 7 on 2 sides, and I have 7 on 3 sides. I have 2 on this side. Now either I have a pair, I have the 7. I got 2 and a 5, and inside I have a 2 and a 5. It's rigged, man. This is the answer. The odds are the answer that tells the numbers to the words that were created in reason to the numbers. In reason to the numbers. I bring you to a show. I sell you on my... There's 10 shows in town. How come everybody came to mine? How come I had a couple of magazines say my show was great? Because people talk, and we so consistently believe more than 50%. If you have 50% believing, they're convincing the other 50%. If you have 25% believing, you have done a great job. You get 25 out of 50 out of everybody. If you have 10% of the city working on your number, a few percentage points and everybody's doing what you want them to do. The cards, the dice, Monopoly. 3 up, 3 down. First inning is over. I went up to the plate and I went into the field. I did 2 things. I did it against a team and he did 2 things. We're both pitchers. He did 2. I did 2. We both took 1 position and we both batted. 2 and 2 is 4. 1 inning equals 4. Ladies and gentlemen, you move to the back of the plane. You're 2 in the left, 2 in the right, 2 in the middle. You in the middle, you're cute. You can come to the front right now because I see I'm going to be looking at you all the time. You're way too far away for me to stare like that. Yeah, and I'd like to, yeah, that's right. So we make things up. Things are put together inside of hair. 1, artificial intelligence. T and H. Have you ever looked at first, second, third, and fourth? It says standard death. 10, 28, 36. Do you know that 3 times 6 is 18? 3 plus 6 is 9. Equals to 27, 9, 18, 27, 36. Equals to 90. 0 equals 6 equals to 96. 96 and 45. 101, 141. 141. DNA. MDV. Once you have 1, all you need is 1. And 2. If there's 1 and none, it's all you. You're in between everything. There's nothing stopping you. But there is no go because we run in a system, right? What else is there to do here? Numbers on the lower scale over here where I just used 1 and 2. I had all the 2's coming together crisscross, 2, 4, 6, 8. But remember, once you get into here, this is 8 and 2. This is 8 and 2. 8 and 2 is the cycle. 2 times 8, 2 plus 8 equals 16 and 10, 26 into the dog pound. That is your cycle. Now I open this up wider and I put in between 1 and 1. I'm going to put another 1 over here to make this bigger because I need to make it look like the 9 lives. This has to create 9. But what I'm actually going to do is take this and put another 1 over here to see what comes out over here. Then I'm going to put 1 here, here, and here until I find all the things that happen, and then each house does its own job for the numbers that are there. See, when I put this box over it and this X that connects them, this right away creates 10. When you cut anything on an angle, okay, and you color it in, you will always be missing half boxes. Okay, those half boxes will always say, oh look, I got 1 1/2. or I got 2.5, or I got 3.5. Anytime you cut it like that, you're always going to get those half boxes left over. And once you strike this through it, they now become quarter boxes. 1.5, 1.25, 1.25 times 288, or 12 times 12, 144. 144 times 4, 5760. The year 2000. Leap years. I'm looking at this side. I'm looking at number 1. You're looking at number 6. How many turns before you get 6? Count. There's 1. You see this side now, it's 2. You see this side now, it's 3. You see this side now, it's 4. You see this side now, it's 5. There's only 4 sides. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4. But you saw it before. So how many times do you actually need to turn it? You already saw it. We don't want to see this again, right? 1, 2, 3, right? But if we're only looking for the polars, we already know the opposite of 3 is 4. So we're not going to go there. We know the opposite of 6 is 1, right? So what do? Boom. We go to 1. I don't need to go anywhere else. I know 1 was the opposite of 6. We were already 3 opposite of 4. I did the whole thing. Once we got those 2, what do you think is upside down? 52, right? Because it's fixed. Isn't that what they say? It's fixed because it works best this way. This is the way it was made to work. So why should they go away from the system? Right? It's perfect. You need to do something. Wouldn't you like to get it done the best way you can? Humble to everybody, exciting and vibrant, without wasting anybody's time, serving to everybody on a silver platter, set of dice. A lighter that works, something that calculates to it, something you need to achieve in a number, all made just for us. We take it for granted. Well, it's the same thing inside the letters and numbers, the angles. This will chop everything in half. When you're adding up this way, it's going to take it this way and this way, making your quarters. If you add it up this way, in blocks. Why in blocks that way? Because you go up and over only a half, because you cut them in half. So it's over and only a piece, because you can't go over when you cut it on this angle. And here you're connecting 1 area, 2 areas, 3 areas, 2 areas, 1. Here you're connecting 3, 3, 3. Here you're 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Here it's 3, 3, 3. Not the same result. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 1. I'm counting all these square ones. For me, this is my face. I wouldn't go anywhere with this face over here. This is the true netting for me. Why is it the true netting? Because they put it right in front of me for the simpletons. It started off simple. It was supposed to be that easy when it all began. Our heads had to be like this. And everything had to be known. But no. When hi-fi, low speed, outside, inside, upside down, we ate different kinds of, oh my God. Anyways, listen to this. Listen to this. Old-time farms. Understanding what it means to be patient, to learn, to listen, to learn. We don't want to know, we want it fast. So let's learn everything in the fast life and how it works to make sure that we are not bitten by this fast life, where you need that vibration to make you feel fine, so where you start to do things that you really normally would never do. Funny thing, I went to the dentist. I had something growing out of my bone in my, they just removed a tooth, and I felt it and I played with it and I moved it, and there was a bone, and I sort of heard like a suction. I says, ooh, because I had my teeth cleaned yesterday. I felt a suction. And I says, felt like my jaw just cracked in two. And this morning I woke up, I says, it's Friday. I says, I can still run down if I hit pain. And I did it again and it felt loose. And my nail around it felt like, how can that be a bone? It's like, I can almost go around it. What, did a bone just poke through and then become a circle at the end? You know what I'm saying? It was through and then it was a round end. It was like impossible. Unless it was like fire and heating glass. Is growing bone like heating glass? Is that what it is? Anyways, got it off. No more bone in my mouth. Doctor made me an appointment for 2 weeks to take a look at it. I should go back. It's crazy. It feels so good. And I play with this little thing on my face. See this here? Terrible. Yeah, I shouldn't show you. Crazy. Just because I just couldn't stand it was there. Oh no, my best jacket. I ruined it. Oh no, I put a gun. Look at that. See that? It's art. That's art. Do you see it? See his two eyes over here? He's holding it. You see this over here? Here's the hair. Here's the lady with her hair. You see her face? See her arm over here? She has her arm over here. Here's the telescope. She's looking up into the sky. And what is it? Is it over here on this side? No, it's on this side. And this one over here, you see it's a guy. He's on a broom. It's an Indian. You see the Indian over here? He's praying. He has his knees on the ground. His arms are on the ground. His head is over here. And you see his ears over here. And then the rest of the things I painted on my shirts. Okay. See over here? These are all the sea creatures. These are sea creatures. I should really be, how can I do that? Is that what it is? See the little sea creatures? See his big nose over here? See his big nose and his eye, and now there's another, see his nose? See his nose and his mouth and his chest? See his chest all the way down? Now I'm trying to, you see him? See, I got him now. There he is. He's a horse. He's got his mouth. There's his body. And there's the other one. And you can practically make up anything. Hey, man, it does look real. If you can see it, it's like saying, oh, my God, he didn't do it purposely, but it's so real. I can see it. It's crazy. Hey, oh, my God. It's all about keeping that good vibration inside of you. Hey, man, it feels good. I did something. I can accomplish something in my day. Now I can run free and I don't have to think. But I can't do it. I have trouble running away from this because it's too exciting. Oh, my God. Does that mean I'm addicted? Oh my God, I'm addicted to this because I love it? All right. All right. You know what they say? I'm going to tell you one thing. What's the difference between this and those XXX sites? Me coming out here is somebody going out there all the time, like the casinos. People are constantly going in there. I'm not looking for, just want to say that I'm just so glad I found something to occupy myself. And what happens is when I start to learn certain techniques in certain areas and I start to expand them, it starts to take up a lot of my time. I start to take notes and I'm not at home all the time, so I'm constantly writing notes wherever I am. And then by the time I get home, if I don't get home in time, I don't have that same excitement from finding it because I can see it. To get here and to put it over the airwaves so we can all get into the reality that you're looking for. And I'm saying what you're looking for is because you're looking for something. If whatever you find here, that's it, that's it. If it's not, it's not. But at least you got a shot. I opened the door. I opened the door, and I think my people have said that my vision is like that. It means I would love to say this is the only way to go. I'm going, no, this is the only light you have. This is the only passage you have. This, okay, there are no polars in this. All polars in this here happen above the eyes. All the polars in this. Do you know why? Because this is the bottom half of the cup. Unless you drink the cup or the chalice where all the water sits here, and in here is where the water is. And as long as there's water between my eyes, I can see clearly now. Or take it for the smiley face in the, above my eyes. Okay, the lower part is the bottom part of the 90 degrees. The other part is the other half. So that would be the polar between north and south, right? But I don't need that polar. That's my life. It's my life polar, north and south. I need left and right. I need to become one division. We're going around this way all the time, right? I need these two sides to become one. To know to stop and then come back and go doing. They come around each other and then they come out the nose together. Go, yes, I know. The left and the right. So the polars at polar 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, polar 60, and no polar 0 to 70 or polar 0 to 70. Now, if we use the whole thing as polars, okay, and all polars I think we're going to have to be our 18. So that would be 20 polars. 20 polars show me the 20 days in the Mayan month. 20 polars show me the situation in darts, how it works. 20 polars means there are 10 lines, 10 lines in a star, okay, that crisscross each other. And in the center of these 10 lines that crisscross each other, there has to be a band ring. There has to be a band ring of the 10 lines. So if there's 10 lines, 2 sides per line equals to 20. There's 4 angles in it. 6.25 times 4 equals 25, 50 in the center. The dartboard is 20. It pays 3, 2, and 1 and 1. It has 10 lines, but each line ends when it gets to the green. So for the 20 numbers that you have 20 lines, and each of those lines have 2 ends. That is 40 ends that you have amongst. And between each one, you have a separation between the 2 zone and the 3 zone. So that even makes for a shorter line between each number of 20 numbers. So those 20 numbers, and you short it into 1 zone, 2 zones, 3 zones, 30, 20, and 10, 4 zones. 4 times 20 is now 80, and it becomes 80, 420 pieces to a star. The star is plus and minus is 8. This is your star is 8. 1 and 9, 2 and 8, 4 and 6, 3 and 7. 8 divided by 320 is 40. Plus 40 for the center is 360 degrees around the star system, connecting the dartboard 3 by 2. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 is 1 and 2 equals 3. You cannot have anything else, because once you connect this star system, my friend, this is 4 and 1 center. This is 4 to 1 center. 1 pole that goes through. 4 and 4. 1 pole goes all the way through. And then you put this on 1 star, first level. Flagpole, star, second level. Flagpole, star, third level. And now you have to have the pillars of the star system. These turn around. Now I can't explain, because there's many ways to explain this kind of system that I'm explaining right over here. Now we still have to understand that the Mayans, 18 is the number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 18 is the number. 18 months of 20 days equaling to 360. And remember, all zeros equal 6. So that will be now 26 times 18. So for me, a Mayan year, 26 times 18 equals, a Mayan year now has to be 468 days. Has to be a Mayan year. That's my new count on the Mayan year with the ring. The new count is this. Now, since we have to multiply everything times 4, it equals to 1872. 1 and 8, 2 and 7, both 9s. Okay, I'm not sure what the reflection in this is going to be, but we do know that 7 and 8, 7 and 2 and 1 and 8, 7 times 2, 7 plus 2 equals to 23. 1 times 8, 1 plus 8 equals to 17. 17 and 23 equals to 49. Anyways, I'm not going to get into that. I just wanted to explain again that the Mayan 18 months, instead of 18 months, it's now 18 times 26. 26 is the A and the H letter equaling to the letter R. The R is the 18th letter, plus the H equals to 26, plus 1 equals to the red planet. Now, what is 468? 468. 468 times 4 equals minus 1440 equals 432. If we would take a regular 360-degree turn, 400 and what was that again? Let me finish this with you one more time. 26 times 18 equals to 468. Divided by what? Can I divide it by 7 to see how many weeks? No. 468 minus 366 equals 102. This is the difference. The difference is Venus 10, blackjack. Ace equals 11. Ace equals 11. We don't need a king. We might not need the king. We might need only the jack. The game ends on jack. Right? Jack, queen, no king. Ace would have been the ace. Ace instead of being the 14th card after the king, it would be the 13th card. AC. AC. 13th card. Beginning in M. Now doesn't make a difference. Anyways, that's it. I think I dragged you long enough, right? The 468, 25,920. Hold on, 25,920 divided by 468 equals to 55. Now, what is the 468? I'm not sure. Maybe the 468 moves me to the second level in numbers. See, it's 1 to 6, and then it's 4 to 9. That's the way they work. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One says, you see the way it creates? This is the letter B over here. And this is the letter B over here. Leave out this and leave out this. You're always going to leave out something. This side goes all the way down and it goes to here. These two and these. These two will go all the way down. And this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 6. We leave out 5, 6, 2, and 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 plus 3 is 5. 8, 8, 9, 7. 9 equals 9. 7 equals 7. 8 and 8 is 16. 1 and 6 equals 7, equaling to the light. 6 and 6 is 12, equaling to 3, equal creation of the light. 3 and 3 is 6. Okay, we got to stop. I did it good to begin with. I don't want to ruin it. Thank you. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. You go back and paint.